guys, this is another episode of Nollywood Bants, and you know how we do it. I mean, you guys know that when we are here, it's just vibes on vibes and strictly Nollywood, guys. And in this episode, it's going to be a Bants episode because there's a lot on my mind that I'm supposed to get off, and this is the AMVCA episode. Now, there was the nominations of actors for the AMVCAs, and then just over the weekend we had the award show where we had all the actors, all the celebrities, all the people here. We're all at the show, and as someone said on Twitter, he said the AMVCAs is just a mixture of the Oscars and the Met Gala for Nigerian celebrities, and I definitely agree with them because when you look at it, some are there for the award shows, while some are there for the spotlights, and that's very true. We can see that our actors coming in so much glitz and glamour, all the socialites, all the celebrities that are celebrities for just that reason of being celebrities are all at the MVCs. But this is Nollywood band, so I'm not really concerned with all their looks and all of that. We're concerned about the awards, and I will just kick off right now talking about the awards. Actors and filmmakers, both those guys we don't get to see and the ones we see as the stars. So I think it's a very, very great initiative, and yes, that's just what AMVC is about, but we'll get into it now. There are a lot of categories in the AMVCA. I think there are 20 plus categories in this year's AMVCA, and some of the biggest categories are always the best overall movie, the best West African movie, the best director, the best actors, and then we have people, and everybody's sitting down waiting to see if they win this award, or we the viewers, if our faves cop this award. And for this AMVCA, honestly, for me, I was actually expecting some everything everywhere all at once moment. You know how they did in the Oscars where they caught majority of the big awards. So I was actually looking forward to that. But we didn't see anything like that. But nevertheless, we had some people with very big wins. And some of these guys that had big wins, we had Kule Afolayan's Anikulapo, and a lot of people watched Anikulapo because it was on Netflix last year, I think September or so. And Anikulapo got I think they had over 10 nominations, 11 or 12 if I'm not mistaken, and then they won 4 out of those nominations. And then out of these 4 nominations, these 4 wins, they had the biggest win, the best overall movie for the year 2023, and that's the biggest award. I mean, it means that every other criteria that a movie is supposed to have, it copped the award for that. And then aside from being the best overall movie, Anikulapo also picked the award for the best sound edit. So I think the best soundtrack, and also one other award. Now that was very, very big for them. I mean, it's sweet to see you coming to the stage over and over again, coming to cop those awards. So it was very nice for Kule Afolayan, the director and producer of Anikulapo. Now another big win was Brotherhood. Brotherhood is the faves fan. Everybody that has seen Brotherhood. If you've not seen Brotherhood, go and check yourself in the hospital, because Brotherhood it was the buzz from last year till this year. In fact, it was the biggest film in Nigerian cinema in 2022. I think it made over 200 million in box office. It was everywhere. It was big. So I think it just makes perfect sense for Brotherhood to be one of the biggest winners at this year's AMVCs. And then the awards that Brotherhood copped were the best West African movie. I mean, we saw it, and then the best actor in a movie, and 2 other, I think the best cinematographer and the best director. These are very big awards and big categories with very, very top contenders. For the best actor, we had the likes of Chidimo came in from Shantytown. I mean, everybody saw Scar's performance, and it was magic, it was madness. I can remember when Shantytown dropped on Netflix, for days people did not stop talking about Scar's character. So Scar was Chidimo came in playing Scar, who was nominated for the best actor category. We also had Blossom Chukwujoku from The Trade. The Trade was a very, very great movie, and it had a lot of nominations too. The crazy thing about The Trade is that it was written and directed by the same person, or no, it was written by the same person, and then for different directors. So Jade Osiberu, the producer of Brotherhood, wrote and directed the trade. So it was like somehow a win-win situation for them here. So you can see top contenders for these categories, and then Brotherhood picking it up, Toby Bakare. So it was like very good, and I'm sure when he was announced the winner, the hall was, people were happy. So it just reflects that indeed the viewers were in tune with this win. Even though we had some arguments on social media, people feeling that Scar or even Blossom, Chidimokeme rather, or Blossom should have cupped the award because they had better performances in the movies they all appeared in. But again, we should not forget that AMVCA is a viewer's choice award, and I have my own reservations on that. But I think I'll get back to that maybe sometime on the show. But yeah, these are like the biggest wins: Brotherhood and Anukulapo. Now we have, it's an award ceremony, so there's going to be wins and there's going to be losses, of course. So I'll say that one of the biggest losers of this AMVC this year was Funke Akindele. Funke Akindele's Battle on Booker Street, the highest grossing film ever in Nigeria, with over 600 million, breaking her previous record with Amogeto the Saga, did not win any award. Now, why I call it the biggest loss is because Battle on Booker Street had 10 nominations. Crazy, right? 10 nominations, and she didn't win anyone, or the movie did not win any of them. And the nominations were Best Overall Movie, I think, Best African Movie, Best Actress in a Comedy, Best Actor in a Comedy, and so many other awards that the crew members of this movie, but they did not pick anyone. So I think that was the biggest loss. Even though so far the actress has been cool about it, she's been posted on Instagram, and I mean, awards are just a plus to an actor's career. As someone says, an actor on social media said that they don't do this job for the awards, but awards are extras, are like pluses to them. And yes, that, I agree with that. I mean, nobody becomes an actor because they want to win an AMVCA or an Oscar. I believe they started acting because they love the job. So if the awards come, fine. If they don't come, I mean, we move, and then there's going to be another AMVCAs next year. And then this is the first time Funke Akindele is not winning an award when she was nominated since 2013. From 2013 till last year, every time she gets nominated in 2 or 3 categories, she at least gets one award to go with. But this is the first. So I'm sure she has so many AMVCAs to her catalog and to her discography, so it's not gonna bother her. I mean, come on. Now, away from all the big wins and all of that, now some of the categories that everybody's always looking after is all the best actors, best actresses, and they always spark up conversation. And I earlier spoke about the best actor category where Toby Bakare won, was obviously the fans' favorite, even though we had a few people talking about Chidimokeme and Blossom, who they think should have won the category. But another category that had a lot of traction, in fact, I think a lot of controversy regarding that category, is the best actress in a drama or TV series. And this award was won by Osas, the same winner from last year. Now, the reason why everybody has been talking about it was because they felt that there were better performances in that category. And honestly, I am of that school of thought. We had, now, just for context's sake, you should know that this category that Osas was nominated for she got this nomination rather from the movie The Man of God that was released last year on Netflix. Now, I don't want to say much about The Man of God, but most of us watched it and we know what it was about. Now, Osas's performance in The Man of God is now contending with performances like Etin's performance in Shantytown. You sing Shantytown. Was played the character of Ene in Shantytown. And now also is Osas contending against Ene in Shantytown. There's also Iniedo and Iniedo also from Shantytown. Iniedo from Tanzania, of course, and then Bimbo Ademoye from Anikulapo. And we also had the Cameroonian actress Limo, Lovely from the Planters Plantation. These were all very great performances, to be honest. So it's just kind of crazy. Like, I'm going to be very, very open about this. I just feel like we had better performances than what Osas gave in The Man of God. And we heard that, according to one of the former judges from AMVCA, she said that the AMVCA does not do strictly voting when it comes to Best Actor and Best Actress category. 50% goes to voting, and then the other 50% is done by a jury of judges. So, guys, I mean, we saw Shantytown, we saw Anikulapo, and then a lot of people also saw Planters Plantation, even though it's not a Nigerian film, but it was shown in a lot of festivals, and I'm sure it was shown in Cameroon, also, of course. But I saw the trailer of Planters Plantation, and I'm telling you that just from the trailer, you could tell that the performances in this movie are great. And then the actors was bagging awards from different film festivals, guys. So I just feel like that award, Mr. Yakub, we see you again. I mean, we are not trying to bring INEC into all of this, but guys, it was giving INEC, you know what I mean. But we cannot say much, and I will not say more than I have said concerning that matter. Yeah, so like I said, that's one of the awards that a lot of people were really, really concerned about. And for me, another category that I was really looking forward to was Best Supporting Actress, and that's for one reason was because Shola Shobowale was nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and she starred in Anikulapo, so she was nominated for her role in Anikulapo, and then we had other people, but the winner was Efe Irele from 444. That's 4th of April 1944. Yeah, where she played a younger version of the Sir Eti from the movie. She had very, very great. Not very, no, I'm not gonna say it. She had a good performance because. Me saying very, very great now is exaggeration, and I'm not about to do that right now. But she had a good performance, and I just feel, or rather, however, I just feel that Shola Shobowale should have won this rather. Yeah, I'm just being sentimental right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie about it. I just feel like Shola Shobowale lost her King of Boys nomination in 2020. I just feel like this is a way to pacify her for not giving her that because she clearly deserved it in 2020. But yeah, Ife really won it, and I'm happy for her because she's a brilliant actor. So why not? If not, and another reason, don't forget, guys, it's a voting category. It's a viewer's choice, so the viewers decide who the winner is. So we cannot say, but only we can say, did you vote your fave? That's all we can say. Yeah, for the best supporting actor, it was won by Abdul Satir Ahmed for the movie Gaka. Obviously not a Nigerian actor, but happy for him. And then the best actors in a comedy. Now, Bimbo Ademoye was nominated for 3 categories: best actress in a drama / TV series, best actress in a drama, in a comedy rather, and then the 3rd category was the best content creator on social media. So she lost 2 other of those categories, but she caught the best actor in a comedy. And I'm telling you, among the actors, that's one of the biggest wins because she had people like Funke Akindele-Bello, Mercy Johnson, and again Mercy Johnson, because Mercy Johnson was nominated twice in this category for 2 different films. Now she had to beat these 2 OGs, guys. We know that Funke Akindele has over 5 awards from just this category. You know the way Angelique Kidjo is for Grammys when it comes to the global album that she wins back to back. Good. That's the same way Funke Akindele is when it comes to the best actress in a comedy. She wins it back to back. I think for 3 years now she has won it consecutively from her Jennifer's Diaries, Moms at War, Amogeto. So she has won like 4 now. For Bimbo to come and break this streak, guys, it is a big win. So I'm very, very happy for Bimbo. And aside that, we saw Bimbo's performance last year. She was nominated for the movie Selena, and Selena was a very funny film. It's showing on YouTube, but Selena was very good. So her winning these guys, it's a no-brainer. She has been good. So congrats to her, and of course, congrats to all the winners. Now, for the best for the best actor in a comedy, that's the counterpart not for the best actress in a comedy. It was won by Brother Shaggy. I have my reservations. I have my reservations concerning this award. But guys, I am happy for Samuel Perry, aka Brother Shaggy. He was nominated for two movies actually, so he had two nominations in one category, and then he won for his role in the movie Inside Life. Happy for him. Those that have seen the movie said he did so well. I haven't seen the movie, so I have very little to say about it. But from other films that I have seen Brother Shaggy, I just feel like he gets over the top a lot of times, and so I don't really feel him unlike his kids. But happy for him. I mean, it's a great feat to actually win this award. Now, I am done with this part of the show, and then this is time for me to ramble and complain about this award. Now, the AMVCs, this is the ninth edition. They have been going on and been doing great work in this industry, but they had a lot of lapses when it came to this year's AMVC. Can you believe that during the live broadcasts, the show went off? Those of us watching from home, our screen went blank, and it went blank for minutes. We had to wait. So the show was going on in Lagos, and the viewers at home were waiting. And I feel like this is beneath the AMVCs. I mean, yes, it happens. Everybody knows that. But I feel like there are certain mistakes that can actually be avoided. I mean, this is the AMVCs, guys. But we hope that next year they will redress, go back to the drawing board, and make sure that we don't face such technical issues again. Because actually, when the head this award was always having technical issues, I'm always like, guys, look at AMVCs. Look at, so now AMVCs is now doing this to me. Who am I going to tell them to look up to? So I feel like they can do better. My highlights for the AMVCs. I had two highlights actually for the AMVCs. That's aside being Body Moyes win. I had two highlights. Now my favorite moment at the AMVCs was when my Kaduna sister, okay, she's not my blood sister, guys, but I mean she's from Kaduna, so obviously we are siblings in a way. Diane Rosette, the executive producer of Recording, won the best original drama series on that day. So I was really, really happy. And I think she's probably the first person from Kaduna State to win an AMVC. So guys, I was really happy for her. And then Diane just came from Big Brother. After Big Brother, she did her thing, started her YouTube TV, started with short films and all of that. And she started her series on YouTube. Before you know it was inculcated by African Magic, and guys, she won an award. So it was really, really nice. I mean, when I saw that she was nominated, I was really excited because she was nominated last year, but she lost the award to Voiceless. Yeah, I think because she was nominated for the best indigenous film house for her short film Bai, but she lost it to Voiceless. So when I saw her nominated again this year, I was really, really elated. I was hoping that she would win this award, and then she won it. So I'm really happy, and I'm sure a lot of my Kaduna brothers and sisters are really happy for Diane, and we cannot wait to see what more she has for us, the fans. Now that's my favorite moment. Now my second favorite moment at the AMVC is, I'm going, guys, first I'm doing the good for the bad. So when I start rambling, it's not going to be like I didn't have good moments at the AMVCs. I am just saying that they can be good and bad. I mean, two truths can coexist. So yeah, back to my second favorite moment. My second favorite moment was when the legendary, I mean, this legendary I'm saying is in caps, the legendary Patient Ozoko was given an award of life merit achievement. I mean, guys, who other person other than this one that has held down the industry for decades upon decades, taking 3 to 4 decades here, she has done it, she has been doing it, and it just makes sense that she gets to be honored this way. And guys, she was so happy to receive the award from her speech she made. Talking about speeches, yeah. Now, another thing that made me happy in the AMVC was Diane's speech. Yes, before I go on, Diane actually shouted out to Southern Kaduna people. So guys, it's a win. So yeah, so back to Patience. Patience was so happy, and she felt very, very emotional with the award. I mean, it means a lot that you're doing something for years, and then sometimes you feel like you're not getting the recognition you deserve, or you might even think you didn't do enough. And then now this is her getting this award in her old age, a merit award. She didn't have to be nominated, but the organizers, because they have seen her hard work over the years, they said she deserved to be given this award. Now, the last year, the award was given to another legend, um, Olu Jacobs. So it just makes sense that this year she won it. So I'm really, really happy for Patience Ozoko for copying this achievement award. So congrats to her again. Now I begin my ramblings and my naggings and my complaints and my heartfelt cry. First of all, now there's a category in the AMVC that is the best costume. Now this category has to do with nominating films that had good costuming, that could tell a story, that could explain what that carried part of the story. So it's also a big award, and a lot of costumiers, of course, are hoping that they will this award. Now for this year, we had I think 6 or 7 nominations for this category. We had Shanty Town, we have Anikulapo, and some other films. But one thing that did make me happy with this category was the fact that a reality TV show was nominated in this category. First, I have to ask this question: is the AMVCs a movie award or not? Because why is a reality TV show nominated in a movie award? It doesn't make any sense. And then to crown it all up, this reality TV show went ahead to win the best costuming. Now, I know a lot of you have been seeing the Real Housewives of Lagos around. It was a reality TV show that was nominated. When I saw it that it was nominated, I didn't really think much of it, even though it didn't sit well with me. But I should have smelt a rat in that room. Because, guys, doesn't make sense. This is a movie award, so why are we nominating TV shows and reality TV shows to be winning awards? Now, filmmakers go through a lot to costume their actors to tell the story of that film, and then we have a reality TV show carrying it. I feel like it's an insult actually to filmmakers, to film costumiers. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the reality TV show costumiers don't do their own work. They do it, but I feel like there's another place they can award them, but not right here. So I really, really did not like that one bit, and I'm not going to hide my displeasure with that. So I feel like they could do better with it. And then even with other categories that reality TV shows were getting nominated, please, we need to. I think there should be grounded rules and regulations and criteria for nominations, so we don't have things just jumbled up together. Like the fact that when you're nominating a best actor or the best film, you don't say best actor in a film. It has to be best actor in a drama / a TV series. Can we have categories for just dramas and then categories for just series? So we don't just jumble the whole thing together, guys. It doesn't make any sense. It makes the whole nomination process and even voting process tedious and so clumsy. So I think the AMVCA can do better with their nominations and their categories. They need to declutter some of these categories and make them more straightforward for the viewers. So I think that's one of my complaints. And then someone said on Twitter, because a lot of people complain that these categories should not be viewers' choice, should not be voting. There should be juries and judges to actually do this. And someone said, no, you go tell them what they will do with their award. And honestly, that is true. But when you look at it, this award has somehow become the biggest movie award in Nigeria, probably Africa. People regard it as the Oscar of Africa. So if this is the Oscar, somehow we have to just do things in a way that will speak for itself. Because for an award that has to do with arts, it doesn't just make sense that it becomes a popularity contest. So because no matter how great your performance is, if the viewers did not get to see much of you, or if people did not watch, or if you don't have a big fan base, it means that you will not win this award. So I just feel like maybe they can just make it less voting and more juries and more judges. And then please, if they can do that, the judges and juries should also not be biased and all of that. So I think that's basically it for me. I feel like they can make it, where performances are actually awarded and not becoming a popularity contest. Well, except we are saying that it will change the best actor in a movie to become the actor of the year. I think those are two different sentences, and they mean two different things completely. When you say the actor of the year, you probably say maybe the actor that was in our face all year, and it makes sense. But when you say the best actor, I think we're talking about performances here. And then you giving someone that their performance was below par. No shade to anybody, or maybe shade, but yeah, I feel like they can just do better generally. And so that's just basically it. I feel like they can just the whole award should just be reviewed and maybe make this whole voting thing less. And guys, see, the whole idea is please make the award a more of a movie award so that it can really celebrate performances, celebrate good work rather than popularity and big fan bases. I think when we do that, it's going to make these guys do better because we saw that after Osas, I even forgot to mention this little drama that happened. Now, after Osas was announced the winner of the best actress in a drama or TV series, Ese made a very cryptic tweet with the laughing emoji. Now, we don't know what that means, but I'm going to interpret it in my own way. I might not be Joseph, but I think what she's saying here is, I saw what you guys did, and this is funny because for me, like I said, the actors in that category were very, very far above the performances that Osas gave in The Man of God. And I'm not saying Osas is not a good actor, but last year when she won the best actress in the drama, nobody complained. Everybody was happy for her because her role was not bad. But coming to this year, we have better performances in this nomination, and then we are seeing this. I mean, I don't blame Osas for. I'm sorry, I don't blame Inse for putting out that laugh emoji on her tweet. And actually, guys, that was not the only controversial thing that happened. I think the host of the event actually had some jokes that were not really welcomed by viewers at home and even some of the guests. Like he made a joke about plastic surgery and his colleagues, which I feel doesn't really go well. I mean, he doesn't have to be disrespectful to colleagues, but I mean, he was trying to pull off a low budget Dave Japhet as one writer wrote. So we cannot blame him. He's trying to entertain the guests, so fine, do you? And again, the host also made another comment that was not really acceptable by even the guest of the show, and nobody was laughing. I think he made a joke about Scar and one of the characters in Shantytown, but I mean, that was just a go. Basically, what I'm saying in this episode of AMVCA today, after I've given you guys the gist, regardless some of you are here for the gist and you've gotten the gist, all I'm saying is that AMVCA should be better. And but like someone said, maybe all go tell them what they could do with their award. Or probably we could have another award. Yeah, a thought from that is going to focus on performances and yeah, rather than popularity and fan bases. So if we have another award doing this, focusing strictly on performances, I think it's going to be a very welcomed idea. Yeah, and I think that is that on Nollywood Bants today, and I'm sure you enjoyed the show because I did myself. I mean, talking to you guys is fun, so why wouldn't I? So guys, do not forget to always tune in weekends for Nollywood Bants. Yes, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel first and follow me on all my socials. It's Josiah _ Japhet on Twitter and on Instagram. Yes, and you can please share this podcast with your friends, your families, your enemies, your neighbors. Just share Nollywood Bants.